Welcome to IVA Spirituality channel. I'm going to talk about detach from yourself. What is the attachment and detachment? So once you have attachment towards and then only you can detach. Most of the people not attached properly and in the end of their life they never detached. So in order to detach you have to attach first. You have to like it, you have to desire it. After that, only you have to detach. So, that's a fact, and most of the people saying three things you must detach from this life. One is gold, another is land, and girl. Or if it is a girl, there is a boy. So, these three things you have to detach in spirituality. So these three things is attached to the mind. So the mind always attached to something. If you have a pet, it will be attached to it. Your tree, anything, it always attached to something. The mind always attached to something because it is the nature of the mind. You cannot do anything with that. The mind is always attached to something. So the mind is like child and the teacher inside you. You are the teacher. The mind is child. So you have to teach. You have to teach the mind that these things you have to do, these things you should not do. Something like that. Most of the people want to detach from their family and going sitting around the hill or mountain or separately somewhere. So they are doing like that. But they never detached because the mind always attached to something. Because wherever you are at, it will be attached. That place also. That place, whatever it is, it will be attached to it. The mind always does it. You cannot detach from anything. That is nirvana, liberation. So these things are there. And in order to detach from any other world, things, you have to should not desire about money, gold, land, anything. This will not be detached. You cannot detach these things because it's very hard. But if you like a girl, it will be detached some way. You will detach from that girl. Something will happen and you will understand the life and you can easily detach. But you cannot detach from the gold or land, these things. So the center point is the mind. The mind is a childlike one. You are a teacher. You have to understand the mind is doing these things. That's enough. The detachment will come automatically. So one want to be free of all the emotions. You have all the emotions, right? These emotions feel you that you are the mind. Sufferings or enjoyment. Most of the thing is the mind is attached to the happiness. But when suffering comes, the teacher will handle it. You are it. The mind always enjoys the happiness. The teacher will understand the life through the suffering. So Detach from yourself. That's the only thing you can do. Otherwise, wherever you go, wherever you sit, and you will attach that place also. You cannot own your mind because the mind and conscious and body is not yours. You don't have anything here. You have taken a rent. The mind and body and conscious is a rent. On the rental basis, you are having it, but you cannot own it because it's somebody else. If it is somebody else, you don't need to care. You don't need to know who's this. There is no use. Money or gold or mobile phone kept in front of you, somebody left leaving that in front of you. There is nobody around. It is there in front of you. Nobody is going to ask you anything if you take it. But it is not yours. When it is not yours, you should not take it because there will be consequences when you take it. You are going to face some consequences in your life. The mind and body and conscious is not yours. And if it is not yours, you don't have to think it belongs to who. Right. That's it. Thank you guys.